All right, joining us today on Pirate Radio Live, Mondays are for Mac McCarthy, joining us on a Mac Monday. Coach, how you doing?
I'm good. I'm good. Had a good time at the Richmond Raceway over the weekend, and it's college football week. The Farmageddon coming up, and several games of interest, games that you can actually bet on here.
You here? Yeah, okay. Might look into that. We will talk week 0. We will give our college football playoff predictions. We will recap Richmond. But first, I like to throw in a little college basketball with the former college basketball coach. And David Glenn just tweeted this out, so I haven't confirmed it. It's the first time I'm hearing of this list. But he's got first-year pro basketball signees from East Carolina, and he's got R.J. Felton, Pacers / G League, Cam Hayes playing in Switzerland, and C.J. Walker playing in Israel. So first I'm seeing of these lists, and I just wanted to ask you, Mac. I mean, you coach so many guys who had overseas opportunities. I've talked to former Pirates who have really enjoyed their time for the most part. James Legan, namely, said he was considering getting his Australian citizenship. He loved it over there so much. But you've had a lot of guys, I'm sure. When you hear their stories, did it make you tell other guys, hey, look at every opportunity you can? Or did you say, hey, maybe this isn't the country to go in, you might try this one? What was your advice for guys who didn't get the NBA option but had options playing overseas?
Well, I mean, just like people in the portal, a lot of them are chasing the money wherever they can get the best deal and that kind of thing. But there are leagues to accommodate every sort of level of player, if you will. I had a guy go to Belgium one time, and they literally played all their games on an outdoor court. But it can be a good deal, and there's some situations over there where you can make big time money. Russ Shaney, who was a center at UT Chattanooga, you wouldn't know the name, but played for the Sonics for a while and that kind of thing. But he was the first $1 million guy in Italy
Oh, wow.
back in the '80s, I think. And there's some really good situations, and some that you wouldn't think about. Some small places, Lithuania, and that, of course, that's a big basketball name with a lot of guys from the NBA out of Lithuania and that kind of thing. But there are a lot of good situations, and word of mouth. Given the accommodations and the perks that some of these situations have, and it can be a really good experience, and you have to want that,
Right.
and of course now those folks have to compete with the kids staying in college too, because of the NIL situation. Some guys who would automatically leave may hang around for that extra year.
One of my all-time favorite Pirates, Errol Bing, played in Turkey, and he said he loved the basketball there, but didn't really like everything around it. It was kind of tough, so to speak. So, yeah, different opportunities, different areas for different players, but hoping the best for those former Pirates. All right, let's dive into the football, and before we look at week 0, let's continue to talk big picture. And I thought it'd be fun just to throw out our 12 playoff teams. I thought it would be kind of boring, Mac, just putting together a list of the big names. But once you get to like 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, it gets kind of interesting who you're going to put in. So I'll run through my list. We'll get Mac's list. We'll get Jarrett's list. And I'll start just going by the champions of the conferences. SEC, I'll go Texas. Arch Manning is elite. Big Ten, I'll go Ohio State. ACC, Clemson. Big 12, crapshoot. Give me the Cyclones of Iowa State to win the Big 12. My Group of 5 team, kind of putting my money where my mouth is here. Memphis. I'm taking the Memphis Tigers to be the Group of 5 team in the playoff. My at-larges will be Penn State, Notre Dame, Oregon, Georgia, Alabama. No surprises there, really. Just some big names. My final 2 teams. Jeff Nadeau said, we're not getting 2 Big 12 teams in. Wrong. Arizona State gets in as an at-large. And then this year's Indiana, I'm kind of going off Mac and other folks I've talked to, and Coach Hud mentioned this guy and this team the other day. Give me Illinois. Give me a Bielema getting in as another Big Ten team. So there is my 12: Texas, Ohio State, Clemson, Iowa State, Memphis, Penn State, Notre Dame, Oregon, Georgia, Bama, Arizona State, Illinois. Coach Mac.
Yeah, I have some of that. Disagree a little bit, and I don't know if we can call Illinois this year's Indiana. I mean, they're ranked in the top 15. Some of them, some people had them 12, and Indiana wasn't anywhere close to being talked about being ranked.
Fair.
So that I don't know if that's a fair
But Mac,
pick. But
we're insiders, Mac. I'm talking for the novices out there. That Illinois in the playoff, that's crazy. Not insiders like me and you, but you're right. You're right. Go ahead.
I went a lot of chalk, but probably not in the order that you had. I'll tell you this: I went going backwards. The 12 seed will be Boise State as the Group of 5 representative. I'm not sure how much I believe in that because their schedule is fairly tough. Kansas State, the Big 12 champion, I give them the 11 seed. Oregon as an at-large at 10, Louisville at 9, Texas at 8, Miami at large at 7, Penn State at large at 6, Georgia at large at 5, LSU at 4, Clemson at 3, Ohio State number 2, and Alabama number 1.
All right, so you have 3 ACC teams, Mac.
I did.
You spoiled that you would only have one Big 12 by putting your Big 12 team at number 11 there. Interesting, by the way. We'll talk Iowa State and Kansas State in a moment. That is a non-conference game, correct? So
no, it's a conference game,
but it'll count non-con.
It is a conference game.
Dang.
Are you sure about that?
Because Florida State, Georgia Tech was not a conference game last year in Dublin.
Yeah, that's a different thing. This is a conference game.
Okay, all right, fair enough. So
they have some conference games in that league this year, but that's not one of them.
Well, here's my issue, and if you have an issue, grab a tissue. But that would give Kansas State and Iowa State. Kansas State would only play 2 non-conference games.
But one of their other conference games is a non-conference game.
Okay. I will Google that up.
I'm pretty sure. I could be wrong. I often am, but I'm pretty sure about this one.
Okay. Jarrett?
I'll start with my conference champions. Oregon to win the Big Ten. Alabama to win the SEC. Clemson to win the ACC. And my Red Raiders, Texas Tech, winning the Big 12. At large in the Big 10, I have Penn State, Ohio State, and Michigan. In the SEC, I have Georgia and Texas. In the ACC, I have Louisville. I have Notre Dame making it. And then, I really like East Carolina coming out of Media Day. They're at 12.
All right, now I'm worried. I might have you repeat some of that, Jarrett, because I was busy looking up stuff. I'm worried now because my Iowa State pick could come down to week 0.
Yeah.
That is a conference game. Kansas State's non-conference Big 12 game is Arizona.
Huh.
So that game is a non-conference game. So, this will be an official conference game coming up on Saturday. Jared, run through your list one more time. I apologize.
Conference champions, Oregon, Alabama, Texas Tech, Clemson. Then I have Penn State, Ohio State, Georgia, Texas, Louisville, Michigan, Notre Dame, and East Carolina.
So Mac would be the only one with, Miami, I believe?
Yeah.
I'm the only one with Illinois.
I'm the only one with Michigan and East Carolina.
And, correct. So,
and look, I mean, obviously, I cover the team, so there's some bias there. I did go to school there. I am a fan. But, I don't know. This team I'm more confident in, especially the defense after interviewing and talking to a lot of these guys. I think they're all very tight-knit. And, I mean, you could talk to a reporter from any school, and they're going to say that, I feel like. But I don't know. I really like this East Carolina squad.
I hear Temple's really tight-knit this year.
Yeah,
you like them?
No.
Okay. Jarrett, I miss being like you. and having that young lust.
Well, I told you last week, like it's a wave, it's a roller coaster with my teams. And last week I thought East Carolina would probably be 0-12. Now I'm feeling 12-0. Same thing with the Raiders. Last week I was thinking 0-17. This week I'm thinking 17-0.
I'm thinking still 7-5 for ECU. But yeah, very excited about what could be, because I think this conference is open. I think the American is winnable this year.
And I don't think you can look at ECU's schedule and really pinpoint a team where it's like they're drastically better than the Pirates.
Yeah. All right. Mac, why will Michigan not make the playoff?
I think they got too much stuff going on, and they're going to have a freshman quarterback probably. And yeah, he's supposed to be great, but he's still going to be a freshman. And they lost a lot off that team, the defensive line especially. I just don't think I think they've got too many distractions, and I don't think they'll make it. And I even questioned my Oregon pick, and then Jared, you went out there and put them as the conference champion, which is interesting. That's an awful lot of credit to Dan Lanning and what he's doing out there, which maybe he deserves.
Mac, why will Miami make the playoff?
I think the roster is just too good. And I think Carson Beck, I'm not a fan, but I think he's being underestimated. He is a really talented guy, and he's going to be surrounded. He's got better tools, better running backs, and an awfully good receiver core. Even though they lost their best two receivers from a year ago, they've gone in the portal and gotten some good people. I think a fresh start with him, with a new offensive coordinator, he could have a huge year.
Mack McCarthy joining us today, Pirate Radio Live, as we talk college football. Let's dive into week 0, gentlemen, and see what we got coming up. And, of course, the big one, I guess, this week will be Kansas State, Iowa State. You get a top 20 matchup, week 0. We'll certainly take that. Noon on ESPN in Dublin. First of all, Mac, what do you think about the season opener in Dublin every year? Have you jumped on board with that?
Yeah, I think it's fine. Anything to get. I'm for going ahead and moving the schedule back and starting that week altogether. But that's a whole nother conversation. But I think it's good. The fact that it's a conference game is interesting, and either one of these teams could still win the conference even after they lose this game. And I'll tell you this thing: talking about betting, I would take the over. These two quarterbacks can play.
All right. Boy, that just fired me up. Every time Mac says something definitive like that, jump on it. His record has been impeccable. So I will go ahead and lock that one in. I don't even know what it is.
49
I don't even know what it is.
49 and a half? Mac.
How much?
49 and a half. We can get that in the first half.
That's what I'm saying. You got two really, really good quarterbacks.
And by the way, I'm going to say by 2032, hell, probably before that. I don't know what they'll call it, but we'll have a week -1.
Yeah.
Like maybe like Mac says, this will be the official start date, and then they'll throw some games the prior week. So week -1 is coming, folks.
Do like week Z?
Whatever you want to call it.
All right.
Is there a separator in this game, Mac? K-State, Iowa State, in your opinion?
I don't think so. I think, two really good coaches. And this first weekend, think of the coaches, guys. You got Matt Campbell. You got Chris Kleiman, who's done a great job. You got Dan Mullen opening up. You got Lance Leipold opening up. I can't even remember the guy's name from Sam Houston, but they open up against Western Kentucky. And that guy's been – all those guys have been mentioned for Power 4 jobs. And, of course, Mullen has had a couple Power 4 jobs. And, if you're a Power 4 team that's looking to maybe fire your coach, keep in touch with these names, because these guys are all going to get an opportunity soon.
You also got Frank Reich coaching.
I was going to say,
don't put him on your list. Don't put him on your list.
I was going to say Andrew Luck as GM, but yeah, Frank Reich. All right, so I don't know. You got a feeling about K-State, Iowa State? I mean, right now I'm just staring at that over.
Yeah, I don't know really anything about these teams. But if Max says a lot of points, I like a lot of points.
Give me the Cyclones. All right, Idaho State, UNLV will be at 4 o'clock. And, again, the Dan Mullen era at UNLV begins. I thought Dan Mullen was great on TV, because he seemed like he was having a blast, just not worrying about, recruiting and portal and NIL, and was just having fun, eating at places wherever he went and stuff like that. But he dives back into coaching, Mac, and I like it. I remember saying if Mike Houston was fired, when Mike Houston was fired, hey, let's bring in Dan Mullen if a possibility. I like Blake Harrell, of course, but what do you think about his kind of long-term deal there at UNLV, Mac? Do you think he uses this, wins, and we see him back in the SEC, ACC, maybe?
Yeah, I do. I think he will. And, he made one really stupid statement at Florida about recruiting not being that important. And it took on a life of its own. And then apparently he didn't put the time in that some of the others did. But he overachieved at Mississippi State, won a championship at Florida. I can't imagine him doing anything but winning and moving on from there.
Talking about coaches coming back, Jimbo Fisher said he wants to get back into coaching. And my dad texted me, said, next time you talk to that coach at East Carolina, tell him be careful. Jimbo Fisher's waiting in the wings. Yeah.
What do you think about Jimbo, Mac?
I don't know at what school, but I would hire him in a heartbeat. I think he was under a little bit of pressure out there at Texas A&M. Probably didn't do as well as he should have. But you check what he did at Florida State and even what he did in recruiting at Texas A&M. And you wouldn't have to pay him much. He's got quite a bit of money.
All right, 6:30 on Fox. Great quarterback matchup. Jalen Daniels for Kansas. E.J. Warner, the traveling man, is now the quarterback for Fresno State. We've seen him at Temple put up some big numbers against the Pirates and some other teams, son of Kurt. My play of the year last year was Week 1, Fresno State plus the points at Michigan. That was a winner. And I'd like to take my boys from the Valley again here, Mac. But what do you think about Fresno State, Kansas coming up Saturday?
Yeah, Fresno always seems to have some talent, and they've had some overachieving teams. But a healthy Daniels could be a really good thing for Kansas. And gosh, just the fact that some guy gave them $300 million for their stadium the other day, tends to make me feel pretty good about Kansas football.
I guess so. Jared, any thoughts on this one?
12 seems total? Like too many.
What's the total?
50.5.
Okay.
I feel like that's another over game. But yeah, 12 seems like too many, but I'm not confident enough. I don't know enough about Fresno State to take it.
Fresno, kind of an auto play for me, at least week 0. So K-State, Iowa State over, Fresno plus the points and over in that one. Sam Houston, Western Kentucky. You guys tell me what I need to know about this game, 7 o'clock on CBS Sports.
I think Western Kentucky will be in the championship game against Liberty, but Sam Houston, they won 10 or 11 games a year ago. This coach got mentioned a lot of different times. I don't know enough about either roster to make any kind of call, but it's a game of interest to me anyway.
Okay, we'll be watching it. And Stanford, Hawaii. Shout out Kevin Monroe, his son Marcus, committing to Stanford.
Oh,
so
thought he was going to Hawaii. I was about.
That would have been cool too. Maybe cooler, but not as rigorous in the classroom, I would imagine. Mac, do we have any like Chang or June Jones or Colt Brennan? Anybody at Hawaii like a quarterback that's going to throw for 600 yards this year?
I don't know. The head coach probably is the best quarterback there, and I don't know that he.
Oh, that's right. Chang is the quarterback, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, that's right. What's the line on that one, Jared?
Hawaii 2.5.
Okay.
I like Hawaii. I'll take them.
Take Hawaii at home, week 1.
Yeah.
Frank Reich, will this be his first game as head coach?
Yeah, because Andrew Luck got there in like March, and he fired the current guy and brought in Frank Reich as interim.
Where's the old Stanford coach at, Mac? Is he doing anything?
Shaw?
Yeah.
He's in like NFL as an assistant coach. I think he might be on Sean Payton's staff in Denver.
Man, he was there forever.
Or at least he was with Sean Payton. I don't know.
David Shaw. Let's see. He was with the Lions, passing game coordinator.
Currently?
He was with the Broncos last year in 2025 hired as the passing game coordinator.
Okay.
So, yeah, David Shaw. All right. No thoughts on Stanford, Hawaii, Mac?
Nah,
All right.
too late.
Well,
It's on too late. I won't even know that one
Mac,
till Monday.
It's on at 7:30.
Mac, 7:30. This is not a midnight game.
Too
7:30.
late. It'll be over too late.
Primetime CBS, man.
All right. Well, how'd you do with the race, old man? Did you fall asleep halfway through?
I did a good job of staying awake for that. Of course, it's pretty impossible to go to sleep at a NASCAR race unless you're just drunk, which there were people there that were drunk and asleep. But yeah, we were back. We got out in a timely fashion, and I was home at 11:45, which was outstanding.
Well, so I watched more of this race than I've watched any race this year.
Nice.
The story to me was guys this late in the season, this late in their careers, don't know how to pit. You had Bubba speeding off with 3 tires, and I don't know what the hell Christopher Bell did to go all the way to the back, but that pissed me off because I had him winning. Austin Dillon,
Gets the win.
would you say dominates? I mean,
Yeah.
is that a fair word, Mac?
Well, he dominated late. He wasn't around for most of the race, but he got the lead late and then they made a great pit call because he pitted 3 laps earlier than Blaney. Right after passing Blaney, he went ahead and pitted, and Blaney stayed out there for 3 more laps, and that difference on those new tires gave him an insurmountable lead, and he won that race with the pit call.
I guess Elliott got knocked out. Kyle Busch,
Yeah, Elliott
accidentally.
just as a point, Elliott had finished all but 1 lap all year, and then of course he did not finish a whole lot of laps in this race. But that was the first time he had had a DNF.
What does that mean for the standings, Jarrett?
Matt gets -1. You had the best average, so we have a new leader, Clip Brock,
All right.
back at the top with 25. I'm right behind you with 24. One
Nice.
more race to the playoffs. I will say this: I hate Austin Dillon, but good for him. It's nice to see him win the right way.
Nepo baby.
How many guys have locked? How many playoff spots are open?
There's 2, right, Mac?
2. That's
And
correct.
there's a chance with it. What, at Daytona this week, right?
Yeah,
you
somebody-
could get another.
You could get another guy who's 30th in points, clinching a spot.
So who are the 2 points guys right that would point their way in?
Is it Busher and Priest, or is Reddick in there right now?
I think it's oh gosh, I had it earlier. I thought I
Oh,
don't know.
Bowman. Yeah, Bowman might be in there.
It's Bowman and somebody.
I think it's Busher.
I think
Okay.
you're right. I think you're right, Jared. As usual.
Mac, did you see the chief hype off whatever he calls himself, the media member for NASCAR on Twitter? Did you see what he was saying?
I don't know about.
Somebody was complaining about the championship, the playoffs, and how it doesn't crown the best driver. And he said the point isn't to crown the best driver; it's to crown the best team who executed the best when the pressure was at its highest and the lights were brightest. Essentially saying that the playoffs really mean nothing.
That's BS.
That's
Yeah,
not good
BS.
wording
Yeah.
at all. Yeah,
Yeah, no,
it's
it's-
not the best driver.
Yeah, it's not to crown the best guy in the sport.
Okay.
Which is clear because Logano won last year. But
Jared, you're so negative.
well, people say stupid things, and I'm going to be negative. I'm going to say that's dumb.
All right. Well,
Yeah,
I guess-
it's not. It is not designed to reward the best driver of the year. It's designed for television and ratings. That's all.
Mac, what are you doing Saturday? Are you gonna be locked in for week 0?
Yeah, I will be. I will be. Yes, and of course the race is Saturday also.
Yeah, Daytona under the lights, baby.
Awesome. That's a great sports day. Looking
Yeah.
forward to that coming up on Saturday. Mac, enjoyed it, man. We'll talk to you next Monday. I will do my best to make it quick so we can talk about every game we possibly can next, because we got a lot to talk about.
Mac on Mondays. We got it.
Yes, sir. Thank you, Mac.
Thank y'all.